I'm starting a new adventure, but as a hobbit. I will discover mystical biomes, cute and creepy mushroom creatures, and many new blocks to help me create the ultimate hobbit hole base. We spawned in a brand new world and there are modded biomes all around us. But I can see pretty flowers, so I'm not scared. I can also see some food. We got onions, crops of the wild. The story is that I decided to go on a little vacation in a modded cottagecore world and try out a bunch of new mods that I've never used before. And of course have the best time ever. I got my wooden pickaxe, so now we just need to find some stone. And I also found some coal. And now we can get ourselves an upgrade and get all the stone tools. I also need to find a bed before it gets dark, so let's see what's on the other side of this hill. All of these are modded biomes and I can see a bunch of sheep. I was gonna do the unspeakable and unalive them for wool, but I just saw there's a village on the hill and they always have beds. Ooh, also what is this? Golden rod. Okay, I don't want it. Hi, Mr. Gollum. I'm just a really nice cottagecore girly on a little vacation. I'm not gonna steal from you or your villagers. Definitely not. Okay, now let's quickly steal from them. It's mine. This guy saw me. We need to make sure they never find out that I stole their bed. So I'm just gonna dye it red. So that's just me with my own bed. Teehee. Well, hello there. And more free stuff. The villagers are always so generous. So I'm sure they won't mind me sleeping in their bed too. Teehee. Next to the village is also this beautiful area, which I think is perfect for a hobbit neighborhood. And with neighbors, I don't mean the stinky villagers. We need hobbits. So my friend Little Red and I made a plan to invite 11 Minecraft YouTubers to share this world with. We're gonna name this world the Hobbit Hills. We all met up and it was so exciting to actually share a Minecraft world with other people. I think everyone was excited because listen.
Wait, I don't
Or maybe they were shocked that I brutally murdered a pillager on the first day. I guess we'll never know. We added the piggyback mod, which basically allows players to piggyback ride on each other, but we discovered that it stacks. So we can create a piggyback train, basically, which is the perfect opportunity to prank everyone at once because I secretly prepared a pit to drop everyone in. And I have something really cool to show you.
What are these guys? Wait,
Gotta love a good pit sacrifice. Since we all just started in a new world, we need to get resources, so we split off into 2 groups, with Red leading the cozy caving group and me the loud screaming one. Which has nothing to do with me screaming in the caves because I'm not scared. It went really well.
I haven't found anything. Iron! There's a scary spider web over here, like a big modded
Ew!
spider web.
Look down here.
I feel like I've lost where everybody is.
It's so gross! I'm scared. Ah! It was after me! Why are there so many creepers and they're all just walking past? No! Chicken jockey! Baby zombie, baby zombie!
Right now.
Wait.
I hate the babies. I hate the babies.
Then we came across the deep dark biome, which had an ancient city.
I just have the
Following you. Why is it shrieking? Oh,
I'm
because you're
sorry, that
placing
was me.
blocks.
We need to break 3 at the same time. There's one more.
I don't know
That
how
was
to get
me!
back up.
No!
Uh-oh.
Get it! No, it's okay, too late.
Uh-oh.
He's down there!
Chaotic.
No trash! Did he come up?
Quiet! He's next to us! Stop!
Oh no!
Oh,
This went
man.
so wrong. He's looking up at me.
Oh,
He's
he is
climbing.
looking
He
up.
is climbing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get to us.
He's slowly coming up to you. Up there he is. Let's go. Now the warden is over there, so we can loot the chests here.
Oh yeah, let's
Diamond
go on.
leggings!
You get it.
Ooh, silk touch hoe. I have a silk touch hoe. I think that means we can pick up the shriekers without them going off. Maybe. I'm not. Ah! Warden! This is the worst. Ah! Oh my god.
Yeah,
Wait,
He
Seth,
scared me
don't
so
come
much.
near me.
Oh no.
What?
I set off another shrieker. And another. And another. And another.
Oh my.
Oh, I see a warden. Oh, it went back into its burrow. Or whatever it comes
there's
from.
a portal.
After all the warden trauma, we quickly left the caves and divided all the loot amongst ourselves, which was actually a lot of cool stuff. It's always such a fun time with my friends. Brooke, is your voice shut off? I can't hear you.
Brooke.
Brooke?
Brooke.
Brooke?
Brooke.
Brooke?
Hello!
Oh, hello. We then decided to build our starter bases on this hill here and began setting up our early game farms. I also wanted to build a little hobbit hole, so we used the limited resources we had to build one in a cave entrance to serve as a little community space. We all worked together to create this beautiful little hobbit hole. We have a path leading all the way up to the top and it's decorated with a bunch of modded decor. My favorite are these cool mushrooms, but the inside is still looking very sad because it was literally built inside of a cave. We have a furnace wall and I made a cute little bunk bed area. But I think we can do better than that. We got a decorate the whole thing. But first we need to get a bunch of resources, so let's see what this modded world has to offer. I also tamed this beautiful horse who is doing I don't know what he's doing. And we can put some diamond horse armor on him that I found in the ancient city. And he's actually a super fast horse, so we can easily ride around the place and explore everything. The objective is find some cool wood types to use in our starter base. Over here we have a really horrible cave, and it looks like the cave is full of modded mushrooms. That's creepy, I'm not going there. And this place here looks like it's some volcanic land, which isn't very cottagecore, so that's also not what we're looking for. Maybe we start with the vanilla wood types because there's a dark oak forest and some birch wood. Hello? What is this guy? There's literally a tiny little mushroom. Are you evil? Are we friends? Hello? What a fun guy. Haha. I can literally pet him and he makes some creepy screeching noises. Now let's get ourselves some wood, and the best thing is that I added the tree chop mod, so basically this happens. You just have to break one log and the entire tree falls. Speaking of fallen tree, there are these things here. Let's break them. I'm a novice forager. I just got a bunch of random mushrooms. Let's break this one too. Even more random mushrooms. Oh, my inventory is gonna be so full of these. So let's not get distracted. Let's farm some dark oak. And let's make sure we collect all of the saplings. Also, what is this? I broke it. Maybe we can try eating these mushrooms. Nom. We can't eat this one. Oh my gosh, we can place it down though. That is gonna look so pretty in our base. So we can eat some and use others for decor. This one is called Chicken of the Woods. I'm the chicken of the woods because I'm scared of the woods. Ow! There's a giant mushroom here. I need to get this. There's also a random structure up there. Let's slowly climb this hill and not look down and definitely not fall down. And the structure is over here. It looks like a really beautiful cottagecore house. Hello? Anybody home? I hope nobody lives here because I'm gonna steal everything. We have grilled chicken of the woods, so we can actually grill these, and that's even better food. More mushrooms and a bunch of random crops. I don't have the inventory space for all of this. We also got some blaze powder and nether warts. That is so rare. Even more nether warts and random potion ingredients. Is this a witch's home? But it looks like the witch isn't home. Let's see what's up here. Random string. And something is written in that book. Experiment log. Okay, she's doing really creepy stuff to a bunch of test subjects. I'm kind of scared. Let's get out of here. But not before we pick up these azalea bushes. We can also steal some moss from the witch's house. And I think I know what might have happened to the witch because there are random scaffolding blocks here which aren't mine. So that means one of my friends has brutally unalived her. I can also hear music playing. What is going on? Somebody's literally playing music. Look at him. He's wearing a backpack. Hi guys. No, creeper, no. This zombie in the iron armor was wearing a backpack and he dropped it. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I need that backpack. Let's get rid of these guys. And then we build a safe circle around the backpack. And we grab it. We have it. We have a backpack. Let's click on it. And we get a music disc, iron, and a golden apple. And most importantly, some storage space for all of my random stuff. We could even swap out the backpack with my chestplate. And now we're wearing it. It's from the sophisticated backpack mod, and sometimes mobs will just wear it and play music in random caves, which is really funny. And I've also been searching for my horse for the last 5 minutes, and it's just not here. It hated me so much that it ran away from me. I just want my horse. I found my horse. It went mountain climbing. I have no idea how it got there. I'm never letting him roam free again because he will just leave. Since I got a backpack, I decided to continue my journey and find more resources. I found a creepy grassland biome which was full of llamas, and then I had to sleep while being tied up to my horse, otherwise it would run away. This biome has really tall grass which you actually get stuck in and you can't sprint in it. But we got these giant clover leaves and we can shear them, and then we get the petals. These plants here are very cottagecore, so I want to take all of them. And look at these cute flowers, pink daffodils. After some more stressful horse riding, I found another modded structure. It looks like a little mushroom building, so we gotta check it out. I'm also gonna set my spawn in case something evil lives here. Hello? Whoa. Ah! Ah! Something evil does live here! Stay away from my horse. Ow! I'm so glad I set my spawn. I'm so glad I set my spawn. Who's that? What is this guy? Hi, little froggy. I'm so sorry you're caught up in all of this. Whatever this is. I'm dead, by the way. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Tall mushroom man. Tall mushroom man. He's so creepy. Ah! I was shot by a swampy glooper. I'm so glad I set my spawn. I'm getting my stuff back. Ah. Okay, I'm killing him. Just die, you stupid gloop poop. I hate you. You're so uncottagecore. Ew. It died. I am on half a heart. This guy's just watching me creepily. Go away. Where was that little frog that ran away from me? Little frog? I think they killed the little frog. No, the little frog is still here. He trades stuff. I don't have any of this. Hopefully I will see this guy again once I have more resources. Let's hope there aren't any more of these mushroom monsters. Vines grow over the door. Hello? Oh, this is trapped. Literally, this is trapped. It has arrow dispensers. And there's a creature up there. Probably evil. There's a little guy in this room. You want some mushrooms? Now it says shrooms 1. He just eats my mushrooms, and he's dropping these kinds of mushrooms, which can be cooked into this. Now let's climb up here and see what these guys want from us. But they're so creepy how they're all looking down on me. A bread casserole. This is so cool. We get some modded food. Ah! Ah! No! Stop! 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 Take these mushrooms. Please, take these mushrooms. Good. Oh, they dropped slime. Ah! Stop doing it! Now this guy's down here spreading toxic spores. No, I can't get out. I can't get out. Ah! I also noticed there's a chest next to the bed. An iron sword! We finally have something to defend ourselves with. I want to collect a bunch of these mushrooms that are lying around here. And then we just trade them with Mr. Poison Man. He just dropped some other weird stuff. What is that? A mushroom poison dart. I literally destroyed the entire building and found a hidden attic full of chests. Free stuff, more iron, and more swords. After a little bit more horse riding, I found a really beautiful biome. It kind of looks like a lavender biome. I need to get this tree. Yes, I got the whole tree. It's this wood type. Is it called jacaranda or is it jacaranda? But either way, I want all of this and the flowers. Oh my gosh, my inventory is full. We also have these beautiful oak trees that have flowers on the leaves. It's a flowering oak sapling. We have a bunch of cool stuff and my inventory and the backpack are full already. So let's make our way back to our base. At least we can ride across this beautiful lavender biome. This is so pretty. I fell in a water hole. Now we're crossing over into a flowering oak biome and there's a tower in the distance. There's a literal tower. Why is this world full of creepy structures? Let's craft a chest and dump all of our stuff in here. You know, in case we die. I'm literally so scared that there are some monsters. I quickly discovered that there are chests hidden under the gravel and the coarse dirt, so I started looting all of them. This place also stretches on and on. There are so many abandoned structures. It's like somebody lived here, but now they're all gone. But the lack of people or creatures makes this even creepier. I just want to go home and build a cute hobbit base without any more creepy interruptions. For a moment I thought I came across some other creepy thing, but it looks like these are actually blue trees. I might just have a little bit of inventory space left just to take one of these saplings. Look at them, it's a magic log. This forest is actually pretty close to my home, so we just have to ride through here. And home sweet home, I can see the village. And on the other side of it is our cute little hobbit village. Ooh, I fell in a hole. No, we made it back home and I didn't die. Except to the mushroom man, but we don't talk about that. Let's dump all of our stuff in this chest. And I also noticed something really funny about my backpack, because it has this jukebox upgrade, which we can put here. And then this opens up and we can add the music disc and then it plays music. So I had a really chill time listening to music coming out of my backpack while farming a bunch of resources to get ready to build. I also noticed somebody planted a giant spruce tree in the water, which was the one wood type that I really wanted to find and didn't. And I'm sure they won't mind me if I steal it. Just kidding, I will of course replant it. There are two things that I want to build today. First, I want to completely transform this interior of our community base. And then I also want to build my own hobbit hole just for myself. For the community base, I want to use all the non-modded wood types. So we're gonna get lots of spruce and also some birch wood. And thanks to the tree chop mod, I collected all of these super fast. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is dig out this cave a little bit more. And with a little bit, I meant a lot, and dug out a huge part of the cave. I also planned out the little sections I'm gonna add here using spruce wood. Now we can strip that wood and create pillars all the way to the ceiling. And while I was stripping the logs, I kept hearing a cat. Hello? Kitty? I hear it again. Oh my gosh! It's there! No, it's scared. It's stuck in the cave. We should totally tame it. I love how I'm totally getting distracted from building. Ooh, there's a creeper. Ah! No, please no! Oops. There's a salmon in the river. Let's slay it. Cats are greedy though, so we need more than one. Here, fishy fishy. I got 25 salmon. Now where's that kitty cat? Oh my gosh, she's there. Hello. First try, no way. That never happened to me before. It was love at first sight. Look at this beautiful kitty. Now we can continue working on this build. And the cat is guarding our chest, so I can't open it. She's literally pranking me. Get off the chest. This is looking nice so far, but I think we need to dig out even more of the ceiling, because then we can connect the stairs in between the pillars using slabs, and that looks way more Hobbitcore. I don't know if Hobbitcore is even a word. Well, it is now. Now all of the pillars are connected and we have this beautiful wall, and all of these empty spaces are gonna hold useful things for the community. We just need to do more mining and dig it out. This little corner here is gonna be our kitchen, which is gonna have a giant smelting area. So we have a row of furnaces here, and then we can put birchwood behind it to make it look prettier and cover up the ugly cave. leaves. But we should also make this cute and add some flower pots and maybe these pink daffodils inside of them. So now we can smelt all our iron in here. But to smelt our actual food, I want to make a real kitchen in this place. We do have some furniture mods, so we can craft a spruce table. Then we can put it right here. We also have the Farmer's Delight mod, so we could make a real stove. For that we need bricks, so let's dig out some clay in the river. And then we can use our smelting area already and smelt all of these clay balls into bricks. Then we craft those into brick blocks. And then we can craft the stove. Let's put it right here. And it lights up too and has a little fire. But to actually cook something, we need a cooking pot or a skillet. So we can add both of these on top of the stoves. There are actually so many food options. And we made a little early game vegetable garden down here. So we can harvest all of these tomatoes. And we also have tons of onions and even some cabbage. And let's see what food we can make with all of this. We could make some ratatouille. No way I want to make that. Let's craft a bowl. And then we just add all of this in here. We're getting our first real meal in this world. And I'm hungry too, so let's eat it. I have nourishment, so this food even gives us some special effects. I need to cook more food. There's so many fun recipes. Let's make some cabbage rolls and a little vegetable soup. And to unlock even more recipes, we can also make a cutting board. Then we can put it right here. Then we also need a knife, and I think I have one in my storage. I have a knife. Y'all better subscribe to me and all of the members of this SMP. Teehee. And we can use the cutting board to cut food into little pieces, like raw salmon slices. But this cutting board has an even cooler feature because we could just take a bunch of these spruce logs, then we can put them on here, and then we can strip the wood, and it's so much fun. We also get tree bark as a side product, and we can use it to craft paper or use it as a furnace fuel. So whenever I need stripped wood, I'm gonna do it at the cutting board. Now let's leave the knife in here, and let's decorate the rest of the kitchen before I get obsessed with cooking. I mean, let's face it, I'm already obsessed. I added some storage for all the food ingredients at the top, and I placed down some wooden bowls too. This looks so nice so far. The next thing we should work on is a community storage room. So we gotta craft a huge amount of chests, and the cat is sitting on top of them. Bad kitty cat. I placed some birch wood around it and some lavender to make it cute, and I just broke it. Pro Minecraft. And now we can put a bunch of our resources in here. I started labeling the chests and put all of the stuff in here that was lying around the place. With the storage on this side, this automatically qualifies this place here as our crafting station. I added 2 tables and a crafting table, and the cat is stuck under the table. Then we can also craft a stone cutter and put it here. I also found a brewing stand and a grindstone in our community chests, so those can also go here. I added a painting and a little plant, and the cat decided to sit on it. I also want to give the cat a cute name, so let me know in the comments what I should name it. And my horse also needs a name. Now this entire space is decorated, and we have all of the functional stations, so the next could be entirely decorative. Or we could do something silly, because we could make a door and dig all the way through here, and then we reach another person's build. I think this is Amber's little hobbit hole, and it's right next to the community hall. Let's add a spruce door here, and nobody will know what's behind here. Over on this side, I made a little table where we can all sit and have dinner, and we can even put the food on the plates. And we have a beautiful painting of creepy villagers watching us while we eat. And somebody else is watching me too. How did they get in here? Go away! You're not welcome in the community space. This is a community of hobbits, not stinky villagers. I guess that's my cue to cover up this area too. While I was mining out this room, I also discovered a ladder leading down to a branch mine. I actually made this on day 1 and completely forgot about it until now. So we also need to incorporate this into this room. I made a little storage and hid the mine under these trapdoors. I also brought back the bunk beds, and I think it's really funny to have the bedroom and the mines be in the same room. This place is looking really cool so far, but I completely ignored making the floor and the ceiling. And for that I want to use a bunch of stony blocks, so let's make a new diamond pick. And I'm glad I rediscovered my branch mine, so we can just go down here, and there's a little cave down here, and I need to find a bunch of andesite. Ugh, I found a cave. Hi creatures. Goodbye. No, creeper, no. Die, Skelly. Get wrecked. Yay, dropped some iron. Hi creeper, Mr. Creepy Creeps. Ah! I'm not scared. Are you kidding me? There was andesite here this entire time. Let's gather several stacks of this and not die to all of the creatures that are still lurking around here. Go away, little spider. I got over 3 stacks of andesite and a bunch of ores, so let's get out of here again. I've also smelted a bunch of cobblestone into stone, so now we can craft that into bricks. Then we can break most of the stone in the floor and replace it with the bricks and the andesite and also some cobblestone. Now the floor is this messy texture of stony blocks, and I think it looks really good. And the ceiling is just a bunch of polished andesite. side. Now the community hobbit hole is finally done and I think it looks really good. And I hope you all love it too. But when you walk out of the building, there's just this huge mess. The trees and the farmland is all over the place. So I think we need to do better and create designated areas for each of the resources. Let's first chop down all of the trees. These trees here are also a new wood type that I haven't used before, which is mahogany. And it gives us these really nice pink planks. Now everything is so empty here, but it's not gonna stay that way because I want to create designated tree chopping areas. We have so many different wood types, so we could have areas for each of the trees. We could start in this corner here and have a big area for the mahogany trees. I made this huge fence-off area, but it has to be this big because the trees are giant. And I spam torches all over the place. And down here we can add another one for the jacaranda trees. And look, some of the mahogany trees have already grown. I want to build more tree chopping areas, but this farmland is in the way, so let's harvest all of it. And then we can dig out all of the dirt. Then let's add a chopping area for oak wood, and next to it some birch wood. And I also added a dark oak place. I also connected everything with a path, and this is looking really good already. Of course, I kept finding even more wood types that we could farm, so I added more and more of these chopping areas to this place. So now we also have magic trees and spruce trees, and a big one grew already. And all of the trees are growing even though I planted the saplings super close to each other. So now we have a really nice and efficient way to get lots of wood. But since I kind of destroyed the community crop farm in the process of making this, I'm going to create a bigger one over on this side. So I created a giant farmland with paths going in between the different crop patches, and it was looking really nice. And now we can plant all of the seeds. I even added another row of farmland, and now we have all of the crops here, except beetroot because nobody ever uses beetroot. I also added some fences and leaves around the place, and now it looks really cozy. The amount of grinding I just did just to have a prettier space to farm resources, so worth it. I think before I start building my own base, I need to launch myself into another adventure, because I don't just want to live like a hobbit, I want to look like a cottagecore hobbit too, and we can actually find our own mushroom outfit and structures in this world. I want to go in a direction I've never gone before, and there's a bunch of water here, so I left my horse at home and we can craft a boat. I can't wait to see what other structures this world has to offer. Now the river ended, so we must continue on foot through this really pretty biome. I ran through this beautiful lavender field and sailed past a bunch of modded grassland biomes, and then I saw another structure which I think is just a village. Hi villagers, I'm gonna steal from you. Or not, because all of this is garbage. Of course I'm gonna get distracted collecting more of these mushroom logs because I want to see what other mushrooms there are. An apricot jelly. That sounds like breakfast. Now I'm hungry. I see smoke. This is another structure. There's some wool here. Maybe this is another village. A safe haven. That is so cute. They also have a big house full of villagers, and they all have little bedrooms and a loot chest. Yay, glowberries. I think the safe haven is such a beautiful little structure, so I'm going to spend the night here. And now let's keep going and find what we're actually after, which are not these mushroom logs. Wait, look at these mushrooms. They look so creepy. A shaggy mane. The names of these are all so funny. But me aimlessly running through the forest and picking up all of the modded blocks actually led me to another structure. A tree grew on it. This is the witch's hut again. But this time I think nobody has been in here yet. Hello? A witch. And the witch isn't here. Let's loot this again. No way. I found one of the pieces. A mushroom cap. Let's put it on. I'm a true goblin. But it's a blank mushroom cap, but we can actually dye it in any color we want. I found some red flowers, which I think is perfect, so we can craft some red dye. And now we get the classic red mushroom cap. This looks so good. I'm a mushroom. And now I just have one more structure to find. A place that gives me actual mushroom armor, completing my cottagecore outfit. And it's definitely not this creepy place full of those stinky mushroom people. I'm definitely not going there. I went back to sailing on the ocean, and I just found another modded biome. We have these beautiful red trees here, so let's see what saplings they give us. It's a maple log, and we get red maple saplings. We also have little leaf piles. I broke them. Why is there random terracotta here? I think this is a trail ruin in the middle of the ocean. But no distractions. Mushroom outfit. Ooh, look at all these pretty flowers. I must go and pick them. I'm stuck on the boat. I'm stuck on the boat! Mine, 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 mine. On the next Minecraft day, I found a hot springs biome, which was really colorful. There are actual hot springs, and we can take a bath. We also have thermal calcite, which looks really pretty. And there's another new wood type here too. It's a willow sapling! I'm discovering so many of the new modded blocks today. And I just found another wood type. which is pine. And going on such a long journey actually makes me feel like a hobbit, because in The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings movies, they always go on long journeys too. So what I'm doing is very hobbitcore. Ugh, there's a fox that scared me so bad. Also, what is this sad dead biome? Look at these, there are dead branches on the trees. It's a dead log. I mean, that makes sense. The river is frozen, so at least we can do ice boating. Let's go. I went through another river and saw something glowing inside of a hole, so I scaffolded up there to take a little look and found the most incredible cave I'd ever seen. It's full of beautiful luminescent mushrooms, but I've been traveling so long that I'm actually wondering if the place I'm looking for actually exists. But I'm not giving up, I will find it. At least I have a map mod so I can always scan the landscape for any modded buildings. I found a dark oak forest, and dark oak is full of mushrooms, which could mean mushroom armor house. I mean, there's something there. What is that? Dude, this is so creepy. Why is there just a random little house? And there's a structure under me. It stretches all the way through the river. That must be a creepy dungeon from a mod. And that must be a mushroom house. Wait, it's a witch house again. But there are also mushrooms. It's a witch house and a mushroom house. I'm gonna set my spawn in case something evil lives here. They have mushroom cows. What's in here? Mushroom soup. Mushroom trader. Hello, Mr. Trader. It's a villager. Do you have mushroom armor? He has magic mushroom stew and death cap mushrooms. Are you offering me poisonous stew? He totally is. He's creepy. Let's see what's upstairs. He has a little room up here. And there's some mushroom armor. Mushroom armor leggings. Sorry, diamond leggings. These are much cooler. I mean, they're not much. I only just got a little belt. I need more mushroom armor pieces. Oh, there's another room. There's another villager up here. Maybe he trades mushroom armor. No, he trades soup. I don't want soup. This guy trades mushroom armor boots. I don't have any emeralds. I came so unprepared. I had no idea what awaited me. I need to steal these villagers and take them home with me. I think this here is their workstation. Let's take it. But taking the villagers is gonna be a bit more challenging. But there's actually a pretty cool modded way. There's a mod that adds capture cells. We just need some iron bars. I picked up some raw iron on my travels. And we can use the villager's furnace, which has some coal in it, to smelt it down. Then we also need to craft some chests. Then we craft the iron bars. And now let's make 2 capture cells. I'm gonna capture you. Come here, villager. How do I capture this guy? Do I just click on him? I have him. I'm gonna put him in my backpack. And I'm gonna take this guy up here too. Let's also take his little workstation. Let's also see if there's any more loot in this place, because my friend Red told me that this place has a little secret room. I found something in the ceiling. Please don't be a spider trap. It has a chest. It has a chest. Okay, it's just a bunch of cobwebs and loot. Mushroom armor chestplate. Mushroom sword. No way, there are tools for this too? Yay! It's so pretty. I have little mushroom shoulder pads. Now I just need the boots and my outfit is complete. And for that we have the villagers. I'm literally so happy. Look at my cool outfit. I got everything I came here for, so now we just have to travel back home towards happy, happy mushroom days. 10 years later, home sweet home, I made it. It was an amazing journey, but it feels wonderful to be back home. Not that I really have my own home yet. It's time to get a place for myself and for the mushroom trader villagers. Everybody has built their starter houses alongside this hill, and it's looking so beautiful. But there isn't a lot of space left on that hill, and I have really big plans for my starter house, so it's going to go on this hill next to the village. I need to move all my resources from over here all the way to the hill back there, and this backpack doesn't have a lot of space, but I learned there are ways we can upgrade it, like into an iron backpack. So we just put this in here and surround it with iron, and then we get an iron backpack. Let's open it, and now we have all of this space, so now I can move all of my resources over. I've chosen this spot here for my base. We just need to do a lot of terraforming. First chop down all of the trees, and then we need to dig out all of this dirt and create a flat wall. I'm gonna make myself a diamond shovel for it, otherwise it's gonna take ages. I haven't built that many hobbit holes in my life before, so this is going to be a nice challenge. I basically made a giant flat wall, so I have an easier time planning out this build. For the block palette, I've decided to use a bunch of the modded wood types, starting with this really beautiful pink mahogany wood. So they're gonna be a part of the house walls. And this is how wide my hobbit hole is going to be. For the walls in between the pillars, we could use this white jacaranda wood, which basically looks like pale wood, but we're in an older version of Minecraft, so we don't have that, and we can use this instead. But it still doesn't really look like a hobbit hole. All of my friends' hobbit holes have one thing in common. They have something round, especially around the windows, so we're gonna do that and add stairs here, and then some trapdoors in between them. And just by adding that, it looks way more like a hobbit hole. Another thing we need is a roof. which I'm going to make out of slabs to create a really nice round organic one. The roof is done and this place looks really cute already, but I think it needs another color, and that is where the magic logs come in. Also, the pillagers are going to raid the community space. Let's use the magic fences to add little windows here, and maybe for the entrance we could add some stripped magic logs and a magic door, which is really beautiful and has this stained glass inside of it. This looks really cute, but it still isn't enough and I want to add more to this house. Let's add flower boxes on top of the roof and hide the dirt under these magic trapdoors. They also have this really beautiful stained glass design, and something really needs to be put on top of the flower boxes, so we could build another room here. It's so weird to just build something on a random dirt wall without anything around it. I also built little roofs on top of the windows, and this is really cute, but there's still the matter of the ugly dirt wall in the background. I think it goes well for all the natural mossy hobbit holes, but for mine I think I want some stone. Good that I mined a bunch of stone to decorate the community room, because there's still lots of it in the chests here. And then we just fill in all the empty spaces in between these little walls and try to mix a bunch of stone and cobblestone and andesite to make a really pretty wall. We kinda need a roof going all the way across here. Maybe we could learn from our neighbors because they've used moss or leaves, but green moss doesn't really fit the vibe of my house. But I've seen something on my travels that does. On my very first adventure with my horse, I actually found a creepy hole in the ground, and it should be somewhere over here near spawn. I think this is it. Oh yeah, I found it. I want this beautiful blue moss down there. Let's go down here and check it out. Let's light up everything, Enderman. Look at these luminescent strings hanging from the ceiling. There's like a spider web stretching. Ew! I'm not going that way. Can I pick these up? No, I broke it. Can I shear these? Yes! They're called glowworm silk. I also crafted an iron hose, so now we can farm all of this moss. Oh my gosh, there's a creeper coming for me. Okay, that's my cue to leave. No, I don't feel very cottagecore anymore. I'm just going to leave. Not because I'm scared though. I'm definitely scared. Now we take this moss and add it all around our house. This is going to be so cool. I also picked up these little glow shrooms and we can add them on top of the moss. We also have these weird silk vines, but we only have 4 of them, and I don't know if we could bone meal it. No, we cannot. So they're kind of rare and I have to use them sparingly because I'm too scared to go back to the cave. And my house glows at night. This is so beautiful. I'm gonna call it my magic wall cottage because it's on a wall and I'm in your walls. But we need to do a lot more to decorate this. We need flowers and leaves that match my block palette. These are the jacaranda leaves and I'm taking all of them. We can spam the leaves all around the house, and the lavender can go into the flower boxes. For one of my first ever hobbit holes, this turned out so well and I'm really proud of it. It looks beautiful on the outside, but not so much on the inside because there's nothing here. So let's start digging out this room. While I was digging, I also heard more cat noises in the walls. Why are there always cats in my walls? It's literally in this cave. Hello. First, try again. Cats love me. I love this cat so much, and her name is gonna be Luna. Now Luna can watch me while I dig, and it's so funny that I always find a cat every time I'm digging out a room. I dug out this giant room, but I'm gonna decorate this differently than the community house because I want to add a bunch of walls and have little rooms, and I want the doorways to be round, just like a hobbit hole should be. I think I really like this one. I also made a really pretty one around the entrance, and opposite the doorway I added this villager area. Yeah, I'm gonna put them in this tiny space. I'm so horrible. I mean, it can't be that horrible if Luna loves it, right? She's definitely not giving me a judgmental stare. I think I still have the poor villagers in my backpack. Let's put that trader block right here, and then we can release the villagers. No, my capture cell broke. I think they're only a one-time use. But look, the villagers are here, and they still trade the mushroom boots. And this villager trades brown mushrooms for emeralds. I'm determined to get those mushroom boots, so I'm quickly gonna ride my horse over to the dark oak forest. This biome is full of big mushrooms, but breaking them with an axe drops all of the small ones. Let's also collect these red mushrooms. Give me your emeralds, take my mushrooms. But the boots cost 10, but this guy also trades the red mushrooms now. 10 emeralds, mushroom, boots. Now this is a cottagecore outfit. I love it so much. But now we have our outfit, so we can get back to making a beautiful interior. I finished the walls of the first room, and this is going to be my own storage room. And I know I like hoarding things, so I'm going to need a lot of space, especially because there are so many pretty modded blocks. I made this giant wall of chests, and now I'm going to have to do a lot of work to sort all of my resources here. I also need to add a floor into this room, and I was thinking to use these blue logs. Maybe we could also add this glowing moss carpet in here. I also want to put a lot of furniture in here, but we only have modded furniture for the normal wood types. There are only 3 that would look good in my house, and 2 of them are only found in the nether. And I'm never ever going to the nether, so I need to find some cherry wood. We're embracing the traveling spirit once again, and we're going on an adventure. Or do we have to go on an adventure? Because there's a cherry boat here. That means somebody owns cherry wood. Should I be sneaky and go through people's chests because maybe they have it? Of course it's Brooke, because she likes pink. She only has one, so I'm gonna steal it and hope we get more. Honestly, I'm so glad I don't have to go back out there, because exploring is fun, but hobbits also love to be at home and be cozy and eat lots of food. That is the true hobbit way. Let's plant the sapling and bone meal. Yay, we got a cherry tree without having to search for the biome. And it gives us a bunch of saplings back, so we can make beautiful little tables. And I think these fit the vibe pretty well. And then maybe we could also use some cherry wood as the ceiling block. I added more furniture and also some of the mushrooms on the wall and on the floor, and even some roots in the ceiling. I also learned something really cool about backpacks, so I just crafted a second one because we can actually place them down. I think I'm gonna put it over here, and it would be fun if we put all of our travel gear in here. So whenever we want to go on an adventure, we just have to grab the backpack. And I actually went on an adventure straight away because I got distracted again. So instead of finishing my interior, I went caving with my friends because we all needed more diamonds. We beat up a backpack skelly together, found another glowing mushroom cave, and red mined our diamonds with a fortune pickaxe. Then we got even more distracted and ran around the world looking for trouble, and of course we found it, so it was just a whole bunch of...
Look out.
Dude, I hate these guys so much. No! Now they're after you! Oh, you killed it. We also found a giant modded jungle temple complex, which we tried to loot too. It went really well. Hello?
I'm like back.
It's so scary in here.
Ew, 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 ew.
Oh.
Oh, chest.
Oh my gosh.
Diamonds!
Oh.
Brooke behind you, Brooke behind you, Brooke behind you.
What?
Ooh, money, money, money!
There's so much in here.
Despite all of the screaming, we made it out of the temple alive and traveled back home in the most cursed way possible. We got a huge amount of loot from the caves and the temple and shared all of it. Now we have a bunch of iron and gold and 44 diamonds. This will hopefully last us for a long time. And we can get back to finishing our interior. I did the same floor and ceiling as in my storage room. And in the entrance hall, I didn't strip the wood and it looks really good too. I also want to craft more modded furniture, so let's shear a bunch of sheep. I also need to get a bunch of chickens because we need lots of feathers. And then we use those to craft cushions. We could place them down on the ground, and they're little cat beds for both of our cats. So if I ever leave the door open and a creeper crawls in, these cats are gonna scare it. We can also craft a cherry couch, which can go in the other room, which is going to be our little kitchen and cozy living room. I think we can also dye it pink by clicking the cushion on it. This is so cozy. And this kitchen is gonna have a row of furnaces, and of course the Farmer's Delight cooking stoves. And now I have my own cozy kitchen and can cook whatever I want. Everything is decorated now, which means the interior of our starter base is finally done. Let's celebrate that by cooking something nice in our kitchen. Let's make a whole roast chicken. Let's see if we can put it on the table. Yay! Look at it, we have the huge chicken on here. I love that we can actually display it. The last thing we have to do is make a little path in front of our house. Then we can also add some fences and leaves alongside the path. And we could also have a little table and some benches in front of the house, so we have a cozy area to chill. It would also be cool if the path actually led somewhere, so maybe we could connect it to the one in the community area. Now it's all linked up and looking really nice. We built so many things in our little Hobbit neighborhood, and I had so much fun exploring this world and discovering so many new things. If you want to see more videos from this world, like and subscribe, and scream at me in the comments to make more videos. And I'll see you next time. Bye!